These my dollars make it hurt. 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 my dance, make it hurt.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal. And Niumatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. You know, I'd been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't...
From Payson, it's the Payson Lions and Salem Hills getting ready for your Friday night game of the week. I am Jordan Bianucci alongside Bryce Larson. And Bryce, both these teams coming in needing a win badly tonight.
Absolutely. Both coming off of losses in region play last week. Payson coming off of a loss to a tough Mountain View team. And on the other side, Salem Hills coming off of a loss against Provo and Kirk Chambers' squad as well. So both of them, as you mentioned, region play here tonight. They did give up quite a few points in both of those two games. So it's going to be all about the defenses tonight. Who can hold the other team to less points? And really that's what it's going to come down to. Salem's got a vaunted offense, and it's going to be a tough task for Payson to slow them down.
Look, and both teams have showed sparks this year of good things, and so they will try to get back on track tonight, an all-important Region 8 game. We will take a short break and come back with the kickoff. After this, it's the ESPN 960 Game of the Week.
All right. We'll switch it back to
PostNet. We offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project. Ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At Real Life, use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
And Niamat Talolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015 where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. I'd been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. But in the end, it had to work out for both sides. From their side and from my side. Ultimately, it didn't work out, but it worked out for the best. Kalani's doing an awesome job. Kalani's a good friend of mine. And like I said, I'm a spiritual person. I just believe that the Lord has a way of working things out. And it worked out for the best for both of us, for them and at BYU with Kalani and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts.
We are just about ready to go from Payson as the Lions take on the Salem Hills Skyhawks in your game of the week. I believe Payson will receive the ball to begin the game. Both teams just about ready to go here, Bryce.
It's going to be interesting to see exactly how both of these two teams kick this game off. Payson, as you mentioned, receiving the football. They've got to be aggressive coming out and making sure that they get the ball down the field and get the ball into the end zone. That's a big thing for this Payson squad. Finish these drives specifically. You've got to get the ball into the end zone. You can't settle for field goals against this good Salem offense.
It'll be Denver Sponheimer back to receive, along with, I believe that's Bryson goal. Kicking it away for Salem Hills, Porter Dinkins. So here we go from the 40, kicks it away, and it's a squib on the ground. It's going to be fielded at the 10, brought out to the 20, and has the sideline forced out just shy of the 30. That was Spanheimer, so Payson will get it out near the 30. Good field position to start this game.
And a friendly reminder on the stream over on our YouTube page, if you're checking it out, I want to remind you that is not an official clock. So we'll keep it as close as we can to the official clock. We'll keep you updated as we go on the down and distance.
11:55 to play here in the first quarter. So here's Trevin Wall in the Payson offense. In the pistol, one back behind him, two wide receivers to the right, ball on the right hash. Now motions a man in and behind. A give up the middle. He's going to get one or two. That's David Keel. And they'll give him 3, so a 2nd and 7 coming up for the Lions. Bryce mentioned Payson coming off that 41-19 loss to Mountain View last week. 1-3 on the year, 0-1 in region play. Shotgun snap coming, 2 wide receivers to each side. Now he motions a man in Another give up the middle. That is Keel working his way up toward the 39 where he's wrestled down.
Hey, great job to scamper back inside. It looked like there was help for Salem on the defensive side of the football towards the numbers on the outside of the hash. Great job to make that jump cut and get back inside the tackles where he had some help in the blocking game.
And that's going to bring up, didn't quite get the first down, so that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Wall still in that pistol formation, one back behind him. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Now motions a man in near the short side, give up the middle, and Keel's going to be stopped short of the first down.
Yeah, great job by that Salem defense to stymie the run right in the middle. We talked about how good the run game's been between the tackles for these Payson Lions, but right there, just got shut down by the Salem defensive front, and it looks like they are considering potentially going for it. Now, what you got to watch out here for is a hard count if you're Salem on defense.
Yeah, ball on their own 39, 4th and 1. 4 down linemen to make that 3 for Salem Hills. Still in the pistol is Trevin Wall. 3 wide receivers to his left, motions 2 men in. Near side. So trips right. The snap to give up the middle, and he will be short. A huge stop on 4th down by the Skyhawks.
Once again, they tried to run the football and just couldn't quite hold their own up front. That Salem Hills front line on the defensive side of the football did a great job at getting penetration, got into the backfield and stopped them short on 4th down. It's an early turnover on downs and an early gamble by the Payson coaching staff.
So that sets up the Salem Hills offense in Payson territory. They're going to spot the ball at the 37. Brings out Jedi Nelson. And the Skyhawks offense. Trips left, shotgun snap coming to Nelson. Has a man to his right in the backfield. 4 down lineman for Salem Hills. Back to pass, a little swing pass out to the right. Has his man cut back inside. He has some room. Up past the 30, down near the 20, and taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, how about that scamper out of the backfield? Just a little bit of a dump off from the quarterback out to his running back.
I believe it was Tate Allred on the reception.
And he made a couple guys miss.
He did.
It's going to be a key for this Payson defense. You got to be able to make open field tackles. A lot of playmakers, not only in the backfield, but on the outsides of this Salem Hills offense.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 20. No score. We're just underway here at Payson. Shotgun snap, give up the middle. Not much doing, and taken down for a loss is Joe Hughes in the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised if Salem Hills lines up here and tries to get the ball out to Peyton Higginson. He's a 6'3" sophomore wide receiver. Normally will play out on an island and usually gets that one-on-one matchup with a lot of these defenders. They try and get him the football a lot, so we'll see what happens here.
2nd down and long, 8:36 to play in the 1st quarter. Shotgun snap, coming to Nelson. Back to pass, looking at a little slant pattern. Has his man, that's Higginson. He'll make a cut inside, undercut just inside the 20. So get some yardage back on 2nd down.
He's one of those playmakers. They're going to try and get the football all night long.
Jack Ford on the tackle. So a 3rd and 7 now for Salem Hills, who got the ball on the Payson 39 after the defense came up big. A turnover on downs. Trying to get on the board. They huddle up. Nelson in the shotgun. A back to his right. 3 wide receivers to the left. Ball on the right hash. Shotgun snap. Back to pass. Looking, scrambling under pressure. Rolls right. Now he's going to try and run for it, and he's going to be forced out of bounds short of the marker.
Yeah, it looked like Nelson there was looking down his one wide receiver. Looked to be Higginson once again. And once he didn't see what he liked one-on-one on the outside, that pocket kind of broke down around him. He had to take off and tuck it. Maybe if he checks through his different progressions, tries to find different guys, he'll have an opportunity there. But nonetheless, not a bad down.
So with the ball at the 10, it brings up 4th and 4, and they are going to go for it. 3 wide, make that 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball on the right hash, shotgun snap coming to Nelson. He throws out a screen out to the sideline and not even close to the first. Maybe they'll give it to him. He's somewhat close to that first down. No, they stop him short at the 11, so he lost a yard.
And a great job that time by this Payson defense to swarm and gang tackle. It's the pursuit drill that you work on so often in practice all throughout the week. A great job by the Payson defense to get 3 guys on a really good athlete on the outside.
Yeah, I think that was Grayson Wilson. They threw it out to him, so they decide to not attempt the chip shot field goal. Instead, go for it on 4th down, and they don't make it. So each team with a turnover on downs. Now Payson backed up at their own 11.
Both teams feeling a little lucky going for it on fourth down. They're going to gamble today.
High snap to Wall, give up the middle, and he has a lot of room. He makes 2 men miss. He is going to be taken down just shy of the 35-yard line. That is David Keel again on the run. They're going to hurry up. Ball at the 34. 1st and 10 Lions. Salem Hills with 3 down linemen showing some pressure. They back off. Another give up the middle to Keel, and he's going to gain a few up to the 42.
Well, that run game's starting to come alive. We said that they would probably have some success in between the tackles. We didn't see it on the first drive. Now we're seeing it with a little bit of changes going on here.
Hurry up again. And jumping off sides is that defensive line for Salem Hills. So they have them on their heels right now.
See what you did?
No pun intended. But
a great job to go with that hard count. We knew they were going to come out with it at some point. Something that this Payson offense likes to do.
And that gives them a first down. Ball at the 47. Shotgun snap coming to Trevin Wall. Back behind him. 2 wide receivers split to each side. It's going to be a give again up the middle, but nothing doing here. He'll lose a couple. That again is David Keel on the carry.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Payson has tried to throw the football once. It's been all run so far for this offense.
So now tasked with a 2nd and we'll say 11. Wall peering over at the sideline, has the signal. Now adjusting something at the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers to each side. Shotgun snap coming. Here it is. A give again up the middle. And again, not a whole lot doing. Maybe a gain of 1 for Keel. Well, if you're Salem Hills right now, Bryce, you might as well crowd that box and force them to try and throw something.
And I think that's exactly what Payson is waiting for this Salem Hills defense to do. They stack the box so that we can get one-on-one on the outsides. That's what these Payson coaches are saying. And they're going to try and test them on the outside and see how good these DBs are for Salem Hills.
3rd and long from the 47. In the pistol. Wall takes the shotgun snap back to pass. Looking, now rolls to his right. Throws across the middle into heavy coverage, but caught at the 39-yard line, a first down.
What a catch.
David Fulmer on the reception.
That was a fantastic catch. Great job to get in front. It looked like it was going to be an interception by Salem all the way. Wide receiver makes a diving catch and is able to get back in front of it.
I mean, that was a bullet into some traffic. So 1st down and 10, ball at the 38. No score, 5:05 to play in the first quarter. Payson and Salem Hills, the Lions with the ball. They motion a man in near side. Shotgun snap, give up the middle. Keel will get 2 or 3 before he's taken down. We mentioned it coming in. David Keel is going to get almost the entire load for this Payson offense.
Absolutely. He is really the guy. He's the bell cow in the backfield.
So a 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 41. I beg your pardon, the 36. Motion a man. Far side. Back to pass. Wall looking sideline. Little fade, and he overthrows his man.
Just outside the reach of his wide receiver. And, you got to be able to get that one inside. Closer to the numbers rather than pushing him out of bounds. I understand. Depends on where the DB is going to be positioned on that one. Had plenty of room to try and get it up over the top and keep it in bounds. Just let that one fly a little bit too far.
You were a DB at Spanish Fort for a while. You played here at Salem, or at Payson rather. But, I mean, some new digs they have here since you've been.
Yeah, it was back in the day. It's been a minute since I've played a football game here. Used to have couches around the end zones. That was fun. Those were fun days.
Tripped right, shotgun snap. It's going to be a counter get to Keel, and he's going to be pulled down way behind the line of scrimmage. A big loss. Taken down just inside the 45. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and they're going to punt it away.
That'll be 4th and long. No sense in trying to go for it this time, just across the 50-yard line.
So it looks like Logan Russell out there to boot it. And it's blocked. I was looking back at the man to receive, and a huge play by Salem Hills. A blocked punt, and they'll get it in Payson territory.
A great job to get into the backfield and a blocked punt. That might be part of the reason why Payson elected to go for it earlier on in the game, because they weren't so sure of the wall that they were able to create. And you saw the problem right there. Salem Hills gets in, gets a clean block on the punt, stays off the punter, recovers it just across the 50-yard line.
So Nelson and the Salem Hills offense back out there. Give up the middle. Some room for the runner. He's up to the 30, 25, down inside the 20, and knocked out of bounds at the 11-yard line. That is Tate Allred on the carry, and Salem Hills in business.
That was a great run from Salem. throwing guys off of him, had great blocking all the way. One thing I want to point out is the blocking of these wide receivers that allows that running back to get outside the numbers, and the DBs can't do much about it. These are great blocking wide receivers for Salem Hills, and they show it. They get paid when they get thrown the ball here in the red zone.
First and 10 at the 11, another gift to Allred. This time he's going to be wrestled down for a loss of about 4 at the 15. No score, still 3:21 to play in the first quarter. It is Payson and Salem Hills. Payson got the ball to begin the game, turned the ball over on downs. Salem Hills took over. They turned the ball over on downs, and then Salem Hills blocked a punt.
Once again, watch out for number 4, Peyton Higginson down here, 6'3", great target to throw the ball up to in the corner of the end zone and get a fade route.
Officially a 2nd and 12. Nelson takes the snap but whistles beforehand, and Salem Hills will take their first time out of the half. Always a reminder, the game of the week on ESPN 960, presented by Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to versatile excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake. Intermountain Bobcat, helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995. Well, look, a big moment in this game, Bryce. It's a 2nd and 11, but you want to come away here with points, obviously, if you're at Salem Hills.
Yes, you definitely do, and that was the problem the last time they got down here. Decided to go for it on 4th down. You got to wonder if the confidence at kickers at this level of football is a little bit different than at the collegiate level. And look, if you're at Salem, you probably want to keep it down. You want to keep it on the ground specifically.
Nelson in the shotgun. A man in the backfield to his right. Now he's going to roll right. Looking, still looking under some pressure. Now throws end zone, incomplete. Had a man on the far side. That was Peyton Higginson again he was looking for. Instead, it'll bring up a 3rd and 12. Ball still at the 14. And this Payson crowd comes alive. A beautiful, cool, breezy night in Utah County. Salem Hills huddles up. We'll see how aggressive they are here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, back to pass, will swing out, and it is batted down. That's Chauncey Lloyd coming in and making the play. And the field goal unit will come out.
Great job to get penetration into the backfield there, Jordan. Get your big paws up there and knock it down.
So this should be about a 31-yarder. Attempted by Corder Deacons. Right-footed kicker, ball on the left hash. Trying to put Salem Hills on the board. The snap's good, good hold, kick is up, it's low, but it is through. A line drive kick that just found its way over the crossbar, and Salem Hills takes a 3-0 lead. Well, that nearly got blocked.
But it was a good job to get it up and through, and hey, you take the first lead, you take your points, can't be too greedy with it.
No. So Payson will get the ball back now, down 3-0, 2:32 to play here in the first quarter. We mentioned coming into this game, both teams 0-1 in Region 8 play 4A. Payson coming off a 41-19 loss to Mountain View. Meanwhile, Salem Hills went down to Provo, lost 35-24. So Deacons, who just put one over the crossbar, I beg your pardon, to make it 3-0, will kick it away here. Squibb the first kickoff. Let's see what he does. He kicks this one into the end zone for a touchback.
Ball goes in the end zone for a touchback. Payson, ball.
Fans, just a reminder, this game also being broadcast live on 960 AM up and down the Wasatch Front right here in Utah County. Also on 105.1 HD2. So if you want to check out the radio broadcast, you can check it out on 960 AM.
But if you want that crystal clear broadcast, turn over to the HD2. Oh,
that's right. Some good high-quality audio.
Wall in the pistol, ball at the 20 after the touchback. 2 wide receivers split to each side, 1 back behind him now. Comes up to the line of scrimmage, makes a change. Salem Hills, 3 down linemen. Shotgun looking, a little out pattern to his right, completed and forced out of bounds at about the 25 is Seth Staley. His first, I believe his first catch of the night. 2:27, clock stops. 2nd and 5 for the Lions. Trevin Wall, shotgun standing at his own 20, brings a man in motion. Far side, handoff up the middle, breaking 1 tackle now, fumble, ball on the ground, bouncing all around, who's going to get on it? And I believe Payson recovers at the 39. That would believe was David Fulmer jumping on it. And the Lions catch a break.
Well, your heart drops all the way into your stomach when you see the ball hit the turf. Great job by Payson to jump back on it.
They'll take it. It turns into a big gain. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Wall again takes a few steps toward the near side, looking at the sideline. The coach is giving him the signals. 1 man in the backfield behind him. 3-0 Salem Hills. 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Here's the snap back to pass, looking, rolling right under pressure, and there's a flag down in the area of a hold as Wall just throws it away. We'll see what the call is, though. Penalty flag down. It's going to be a hold on Payson, so that'll back him up.
Okay, can't have that if you're going to try and move the ball down the field. Obviously, those types of things will kill a drive. They'll kill him really fast. Payson has had some success in getting the ball down the field. They got across the 50-yard line, but just weren't able to continue, and that drive stalled out earlier, once again getting behind the chains. So with an offense that struggles in the first place, this isn't something that you want to see.
So a 10-yard penalty puts them at the 29 in their own territory. Way behind the chains. So first down, and I'm not even sure the scoreboard doesn't even have how many yards to go. Back to pass, little screen, and it is batted down. That was Brenner Nelson in there, knocking that one down. Brings up second and very long. Salem Hills with a 3-0 lead, 1:38 to play in the first quarter. Keel in the backfield from the pistol, Wall with 2 receivers to each side, ball in the right hash. Shotgun snap, and he's back to pass again, looking, stepping up in the pocket, rolling right, throws across his body, has his man. Caught at the 37 and forced out of bounds was David Fulmer, so it makes it a somewhat manageable third down. About a 3rd and 8 or so.
Yeah, great job to improvise a little bit, and another great job by the wide receiver specifically, breaking off his route, seeing his quarterback scramble. It's that old scramble drill. Follow your quarterback. Make sure you help him out when he scrambles.
And at 23 to play in the first quarter, clock rolling. 3rd down and 8. 3 wide receivers to the left, shotgun snap, rolling left, throwing his ball, and he has his man. That's Fulmer to the 40, a first down for Payson. And boy, that's a backbreaker if you're Salem Hills. It was 2nd and 20. And Payson comes up with the first down into Salem Hills territory.
Yeah, that's a huge first down play. This right here is where the drive stalled for Payson the last time they got across the 50.
All in the pistol. 2 wide receivers to each side. Ball in the left hash. Snap, give up the middle. Breaking to his right and maybe getting 1 or 2 is David Keel before he's wrestled down. The Lions in the home greens, green tops, green pants with a white stripe down. Salem Hills in the road whites, blue pants, white helmets. 2 wide receivers to each side. All center. From the pistol, Wall claps his hands, and we're going to have a false start. It looked like the wide receiver, David Fulmer, out to his left. And that'll back him up 5.
Once again, putting yourself behind the sticks and behind your timing when it comes to trying to move this ball down the field. Got to limit the mistakes.
2nd penalty of this drive for Payson. They also fumbled, but were able to jump on it. Another shotgun snap coming to Wall. And now Salem Hills jumps, and we have another penalty flag, and it will be an offside, so they get the 5 yards right back.
Well, that's one way to get your 5 yards back. Does a great job at doing that hard count. You know who else is really good at that hard count? Aaron Rodgers. That's a good trait to have.
It's not bad. Not bad. If you can run a free play like Aaron Rodgers, then you're really in business.
That's true.
3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Keel in the backfield. Shotgun snap, looking under pressure. Wall throws, gets hit hard, and he overthrew Fulmer's intended receiver down the right sideline. And Wall took a shot, gets up, he's okay. So that brings up I believe 2nd down and 8. Or make that a 3rd down. 9 seconds to play here in quarter number 1. 3-0 Salem Hills.
Gotta wonder if they're in 2-down territory.
They need 8. Trips right. And now Wall again looks over at the sideline. Keel in the backfield behind him. Play clock down to 1, and
Gonna get the timeout in.
Wow. So they take their first time out of the quarter, or I beg your pardon, of the half, as they were running out of time.
Both teams now, just 2 timeouts, and just 9 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Gives us an opportunity to remind you that the game of the week is brought to you by E3 Energy Cubes. Real energy from real food, E3EnergyCubes.com.
Sun's starting to go down, looking pretty nice here at Payson High School. It's been, so far, it's a really nice night. It's starting to get a little chilly now.
Yeah, a little cool breeze kind of blowing across the field. But a beautiful night. In southern Utah, is it southern Utah County? Is that what just a gorgeous
sir.
evening. There's a new facility, new field for Payson, built in the last couple of years. They're building the new high school just to the left of us. That should be done, as you mentioned. You told me about May, they'll have the new high school finished up. So Trevin Wall back out there, ready to go. 3rd and 7 officially for Payson. Brings the man in motion, send him back out to the right. And another penalty flag, and it may be an illegal procedure. So just some sloppy play and a false start on the Lions. So that's their second false start, 3rd penalty of this drive. And it turns a 3rd and 7 into a 3rd and 12. It's the longest 9 seconds of a quarter. I think that was the longest 25 seconds of a quarter I've ever witnessed.
It definitely is.
Shotgun snap coming. Here it is. Give up the middle. And we're going to have another penalty flag as Keel is taken down after maybe a gain of 1 or 2. See what the call is. Thrown in the area of a hold. And indeed, it will be a hold. 4th penalty of the drive for Payson.
On the Lions.
Meanwhile, 3 seconds on the game clock here in the first quarter. Push it back to the 39. Payson still in Salem Hills territory. And make it 4th down, I beg your pardon. That penalty declined by Salem Hills. So they're going to run the clock here, and Payson will let it run out. That's the end of the first quarter. And we will take a break. It is Salem 3, Payson nothing. Your game of the week on ESPN 960.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Salem is 3, our Payson Lions are 0. I'd like to remind you, as it gets a little chilly, as you start feeling rumbles in your stomach, head over to the concession stand over on the south side of the field. Find yourself something to eat, something to drink. Get back and enjoy the game.
Hey. Payson punts it away. First play of the fourth quarter. Fair caught just inside the 20 by Salem Hills' Payton. One high safety for Salem Hills. 3 down linemen. Now they jump off sides, but they get back after getting into the neutral zone. Wall peering over at the sideline in the pistol, and now we have whistles. And I believe Payson's going to take their second timeout of the half. There's some miscommunication. Payson in the second quarter just been unable to kind of get into a groove, get into a rhythm.
Yeah, that's definitely the truth. It's been a little bit of a struggle on the offensive side. And to be honest with you, for both of these two teams, I'm rather surprised that Salem has had some of the same issues that Payson has had so far throughout this football game.
Join us on the postgame show. We'll name our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game. Defense Drinks, a collagen-based formula, no added sugars, high electrolyte content, no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com. That's code ESPN960 at defensedrinks.com. Well, it's been a defensive struggle, so we will have no shortage of candidates for our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game. All right, 3rd and 4. From the pistol, Wall ready for that shotgun snap. 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Back to pass, under pressure, throws out to his left, and off the fingertips of Delmacher. He was going to be short of the sticks anyway, and that's going to bring out the punt team for Payson. As the lights begin to take full effect here from Payson High School. Logan Russell will boot it away. Back to receive is Peyton Higginson for Salem Hills. And he just gets it away. A low punt. It's going to drop at the 35 and roll out of bounds shy of the 30. At the 32, they'll spot it, and that's where Salem Hills will bring out the offense.
I like that punt. Always want to punt away from the ever-dangerous Peyton Higginson back there to receive. He's one of their better athletes. And it's a good idea just to get that thing out of bounds and let it roll.
8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Salem Hills with a 3-0 lead over Payson. Both offenses, particularly Salem Hills, they moved the ball at times tonight, but have just really struggled once they've gotten into the red zone or gotten past the 50, I should say, in Payson's case. So here is Jedi Nelson in the backfield, waiting for that shotgun snap. Back to pass on first down, looking, plenty of time. Lost one out to his left. It is down inside the 40. That is Higginson with the reception. Oh, what a play there.
That's exactly who you want to take the shot to. You take a shot right off of the punt. Great one-on-one 50 ball, and when it's Higginson out there on the outside, it's more like a 75 ball.
And that's a 30-yard some odd gain for Salem Hills. Ball placed at the 38 in Payson territory.
Looks like we're having a little bit of audio issues over on the YouTube side of things. If you pull up your phone and click the audio-only link, you can sync up the audio to the video.
Shotgun snap, give up the middle. Now hesitating, coming down and getting taken down, I should say, at the 35-yard line. That was Ledger Holmes. And I think he dropped that ball on the turf, and it bounced right back up to him. So a fortuitous bounce there for the Skyhawks. I've seen a couple of those tonight. Fumbles that the offense is luckily recovered. Ball center, 2 wide receivers to each side. Nelson takes the snap, give up the middle. Again, working his way down to the 25 for a first down is Ledger Holmes. He's a little slow to get up, but he's all right. He'll take a minute and head toward the sideline. So 1st and 10, Salem Hills, ball at the 26. Trying to extend that 3-0 lead, 6:40 to play in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Salem Hills will receive the second half kickoff. So Payson would really like to hold them to, at the very least, a field goal here. From the shotgun, Nelson takes the snap, back to pass, quick pass, swinging out to the right, caught up to the 22 or maybe 23 or 4 is Trigan Fuselman. Mark him at the 24. That brings up a 2nd down and 7. Salem Hills really milking that clock, taking their time.
This is exactly the drive you want to see from Salem Hills. Take your time as you go, head towards halftime. chew up as much clock, and you want to finish it off in the end zone.
They break the huddle. Play clock already under 5. One man in motion. 3 wide receivers to the left. Play clock at 1. Shotgun snap. Looking out to his left and throwing incomplete is Nelson. His intended receiver was Grayson Wilson on a little in-cut route there. So 3rd and 7. Clock stop. 5:26 to play in the second quarter.
Once again, just let that one fly just a little bit too much to the outside. Great job by the defense and the defender to be right there to make a play too.
Ball at the 23, and maybe this is 4-down territory for Salem Hills. Could be. We'll see.
Might want to get it a little bit closer before taking that opportunity to kick the field goal there.
That free's picking up as well as we move forward. 3 wide receivers to the right. That's the short side. And Salem Hills taking a look at the defense. We'll take a timeout as that play clock is rolling down.
Yeah, I like the call. You want to come out, see what the defense lines up in, see what you're up against in one of your favorite play calls, and then take that timeout and regroup and talk about what you want to do with it.
Well, each team trying to get into a rhythm tonight, and it has just been herky-jerky for each offense. Salem Hills with a field goal. They lead 3-0. 5:26 to play here in quarter number 2.
Once again, if you're having some audio issues over on the YouTube stream where it might not be synced, you can pull up the radio broadcast on your phone, either through the ESPN 960 mobile app, or if you click the link that says audio only, you can sync up our radio broadcast with the video, and it'll help you out there.
You were telling me when you played here against Payson, they had couches behind the end zone. You got to elaborate.
Yeah, they had a couple couches over here on this side of the field where you see it. And just a couple couches down by the goal line, maybe 5 to 10 yards off the field. But there would be kids sitting in those couches, and they would heckle you, especially playing defensive back over near those couches.
It's unbelievable. What could possibly go wrong?
There's probably a reason they removed the couches.
I'm kind of bummed they did, though. 3 receivers split to the left, back to pass. Nelson looking end zone, has a man. It is bobbled and incomplete. Oh, what a throw by Nelson, but unable to bring it in was Grayson Wilson.
That would have been an incredible catch if he held on to it. A great job on the defensive side of the football. That is Denver Spanheimer, a senior defensive back with a great play.
So that brings up a 4th and 7, and Salem Hills going to leave the offense out there. Ball at the 23-yard line. Nelson, as always, in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the left. Back to pass. Looking. Little out pattern. Has his man caught. First down for Salem Hills. That is Grayson Wilson. He hauls it in there. And that moves the chains. 5:15 to play in the second quarter. And inside the red zone go the Skyhawks. Ball will be spotted at the 11. So they can still get a first down here if they push it in at the 1. Play clock at 10 as they break the huddle. And for the first time tonight, Nelson, he's going to go under center. 2 backs. Handoff up the middle. Down to the 6 is, let's see who that was on the carry. Christensen on the tackle for Payson. Brings up a 2nd down and about 6.
Under 5 minutes now. And once again, Salem chewing up that clock with a great drive here.
I mean, they'll break the huddle, Bryce. Right now, they'll break it with about 20, but they've been breaking the huddle routinely with 12 seconds on the play clock. And under center, Nelson again. 2 running backs in the backfield. Play fake, rolling left, under pressure, throws it out to his right. It is pulled in just shy of the end zone. And they're going to call forward progress. Ball will be spotted at the 1. It's a first down. So 1st and goal.
You see the scrum.
The quarterback will take it himself. Touchdown! Salem Hills. Nelson, as you said, just took it in himself, a little sneak. They pushed him from behind, and it is 9-0 PAT pending for the Skyhawks.
They went with the hurry up. This is great coaching right here by Coach Higginson for Salem Hills. You knew exactly what the play call was. You saw as soon as that ball was spotted, all these kids ran over to set the ball and get that play off, and it was a hurry up, got them on their heels, scored the touchdown.
Here's the point after. It is up. It is good. Kicked through by Porter Dinkins, and it is 10-0 Salem Hills. 4:19 to play in the second quarter. Well, if you're Payson, Bryce, you have an opportunity here. You have plenty of time. You have 2 timeouts just to get something positive going here. And you'd really like to get some points with Salem Hills receiving the second half kickoff.
Yeah, you need a long, sustained drive going into halftime. If you can get the score to 10-7 heading into the half, that's going to be a huge momentum pickup for you as you head into halftime. So Like, you want to be able to get a nice, long 4-minute offense going, get the ball in the end zone. And once again, what we said, make sure that you get it into the end zone. You have to finish the drive if you're Payson right here.
Dinkins to kick it away from the 40. He is going to kick a line drive kick. It's going to bounce at the 5 and taken up to the 10, 15, 20, then knocked down shy of the 30-yard line. That was Denver Spanheimer on the return. So 1st and 10 for this Payson offense. Ball officially spotted at the 24. So Trevin Wall and the Lion offense walks back out onto the field. 3 wide receivers bunched to the right, ball on the left hash. In the pistol, 3 down linemen for Salem. High snap, has it, rolls right. Looking, running out of room over there. Now a flag thrown as he lets one fly, just threw it away. And I think we may have a hold on Payson. We'll see what the call is. 4:03 to play in the first half. And we're going to have a penalty. It's on Salem Hills, and we don't have the officials mic'd up. Didn't quite see what the... Now they've pointed...
They're going to have a legal man downfield on Payson.
They initially... Well, they pointed towards...
So, illegal substitution on the defense and an illegal man downfield on Payson.
Are those offsetting penalties?
To see...
They're talking about it, right?
They're trying to figure it out. Yeah, both head coaches out near that 30-yard line and about 5 yards in off the sideline asking for an explanation here.
Well, stick around at halftime. We have 4:03 to play here in the second quarter. 10-0 Salem Hills. We'll give you all the out-of-town scores here, all the highlights from around the state on a Friday night as they try to sort this penalty out. Although Salem Hills moving, so it looks like Payson's... I don't know what's... At this point, not sure what's happening. Need to call Todd Newcomb. He would tell us exactly what's happening.
He's in. He's got his game going tonight. Can't remember where they had put our good friend Todd Newcomb, the program director at our sister station X96.
Right. We're not joking. He is a longtime high school official.
Over 30 years. I think he ended up reffing some of the games that I played in. Wow.
The ball at the 34, I believe I once called in and asked him to play Reptilia by the Strokes. That was a request.
Well, they're getting it figured out.
But they moved the ball up to the 34, which would bring up I don't know what down they would have it as, but it's taking a long time to get this one sorted out. Good contingent of Salem Hills fans have made the short drive or short walk over here if you wanted to from Salem Hills. So a first down for Payson. They're going to mark the ball at the 34. They bring a man in motion, send him back out. High snap, brought down, handoff up the middle, and he is tripped up at the 43-yard. Make that the 38-yard line. David Gill again on the carry.
I like the play call if you are Payson. Get back to doing what you do best. That's running the football. Try and get it in between the tackles.
They hurry up. 3:43. Clock rolling here in the second quarter. 10-0 Salem Hills. 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap. Looking. Has a man. And off the fingertips of Goldmacher. He was open. I say Geldmacher, I beg your pardon. But just... He had to extend the hands off the fingertips. Couldn't haul it in. Now bring up a third down. Third down and 7 for the Lions. 2 wide receivers to each side. Shotgun snap, back to pass, under pressure, and just throwing it away is Trevin Wall. And that brings up 4th down, and Payson will be forced to punt it away. It also stops the clock with 3:28 to play in the second quarter.
Absolutely. That's why you'd want to think about potentially running the football on those 2 downs. Try and get as much time off the clock as you possibly can, and you're a little bit stronger at running the football just as a team in general.
Salem Hills with 1 timeout and a couple men back, including Peyton Higginson, their star. The kick is away, and it's going to be Higginson fielding it at the 35, taking it to his left, up to the 40. He has some room, up to midfield, 45-yard line, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds near the 44. And Salem Hills will have excellent field position inside Payson territory with 3:16 to play in the half.
A great return by Higginson off to the left side, had some great blocking.
And why are you kicking it to Higgins in that situation?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's another one you'd got to think, hey, try and get this one out of bounds, try and get it to roll out. Maybe they start near the 25 to 30 like the last possession. He gets it out across the 50 here.
You kick it to Higginson, that's what can happen. So Salem Hills takes over. Nelson in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to his right, ball on the left hash. Shotgun snap, quick throw out to his left. Caught down at the 40 and forced out of bounds is Fuselman. All spotted at the 40. Clock stops at 3:10.
That's a good first down pickup.
Salem Hills with a 10-point lead. They get the ball to start the second half as well.
Keeps you on schedule if you're Salem Hills in this situation, and you get out of bounds, stop the clock. You have plenty of time to work with.
1 man in the backfield, 3 wide receivers to the right. They bring a man in motion and a flag fly.
False start.
So that'll back them up 5 yards.
Now you're off schedule. 1 yard behind the sticks, the original line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 11 to go.
And one thing to note, the wind continuing to pick up right in our face.
3 wide receivers to the right. They bring a man in motion far side. Back to pass, looking. Nelson, a little screen pass. Caught at the 40, down to the 35 to the 30. Yes, some room. Cuts back inside. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Skyhawks! We have some whistles.
Which usually means some penalty flags.
And there one finally flies. And I couldn't quite see who that was on the reception. If you guess Higginson, we'd probably have a good shot at being correct.
Trying to work out what this penalty flag was. The flag flew late.
And they haven't moved that football back at all yet. It is on Payson.
There's multiple penalties on the play, both on Payson.
So the touchdown will count. And the Payson, their head coach Brian Wall wants an explanation as the kicking team comes out to attempt the PAT for Salem Hills. It is 16-0. Salem Hills PAT pending as Brian Wall gets his explanation from the officials.
And it looked like to me the flag had flown late.
Really late.
So if it's after the play, it'll probably be assessed on the kickoff.
2:58 to play here in the half.
That's exactly what you wanted if you are Salem Hills for that drive. You didn't take a lot of time off the clock. That's the only thing you'd probably say, hey, we probably want to take some more time off the clock. But with the way the Payson's operating on offense, you love getting into the end zone in that situation.
So Deacons to attempt the extra point from the 10-yard line. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. It is 17-0 Salem with 2:58 to play in half number 1. So with just under 3 minutes to play, Payson, look, they haven't given a whole lot of indication. Now we have another flag on the field. There's no.
It's going to be on the sideline. It's probably on Payson's head coach because he's out there.
Here are the numbers.
Trying to get a.
Yes, that's Brian Wall.
Yep, sideline warning on Payson. So I don't think that they get one warning. And then later on, if it happens again, you'll see the 15-yard penalty come into play.
And now we're just having a delay as Dinkin's getting ready to kick it off from the 40. And let's see if they move that up. No. Dinkins is going, look, you tell me where you want me to put the football.
Yeah, they lined it up on the 40. Then we're like, hold on, there's 2 penalties on Payson.
So they're going to kick it off in Payson territory. All the way at the multiple penalties will be enforced here.
Well, are they kicking off from, they're telling them to line up on the 30.
They're going to kick the ball off from
their own 40.
From inside Payson territory at the 40. Price. I mean, I know you don't want to give them a somewhat short field, good field position.
No, see, look, they've got to go another set.
So at this point, they're going to kick the ball off at the 30-yard line inside Payson territory. There's no reason not to kick an onside kick here.
I was trying to do the math in my head. I said, the math is not math in here with 2 different penalties that they're trying to enforce Look, what you got to do, I think you just pooch this bad boy. See if you can pick it up.
Absolutely.
See what they like to do.
So Dinkins approaches, and he does onside kick it. It is caught at the 20, secured over there by Payson. Boy, that could have been an absolute nightmare for the Lions.
Yeah, it definitely could have.
Instead, they'll start at their own 20.
It's a great job to be vigilant in that specific situation. High football IQ, just being able to jump on that football. If you're Salem, maybe you try and kick that one a little bit harder and just pound it off of one of those front linemen.
Man, I've never seen that. So ball placed at the 20, right hash, 2:58 to play here in the first half. Payson, not a lot of time, but you'd like to get something positive going. Now another delay, as now the Salem Hills sideline wants an explanation for something.
Well, these first 2 quarters have been some of the longest quarters potentially in high school football with all the stoppages that we've got.
It's almost midnight. Get out of here. All right, shotgun snap coming to Trevin Wall. Here we go. Looking back to pass, has a man, a little out pattern, caught at the 27-yard line, forced out of bounds. That is Seth Staley on the reception. They're going to say he stayed in bounds, though. Wind the clock, 2:42 and counting. Payson trying to hurry up. Second down and about 5. Payson taking a lot of time. Shotgun snap back to pass, looking. Wall has a man, another out, but dropped. Would have been short of the first down. That was intended for Asher Geldmacher. And now a third down. Clock stopped with 2:27 to play in the second quarter.
Well, once again, you're in another position. If you're Payson, where you want that clock to continue to roll if you don't get this first down.
So on 3rd and 5, let's see what they do here. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Wall takes the snap, back to pass. Looking, has a man near the 30 caught. Did he get enough for the first down? As he was forced out of bounds. They have yet to move the chains. It's right there. And he didn't get the first down. He's going to be about a yard short. So 4th and 1. And Payson's going to keep the offense on the field here. Ball at their own 30. 4th and 1, 2:22 to play in the second quarter. Salem Hills showing pressure, obviously. And now Wall looking over at the sideline. The play clock down to 13. A risky play here, but they got to get something going, trailing 17-0. Still in the pistol. Now Salem Hills jumped, and that's exactly what he was trying to do.
Yeah, that's a great job. Once again, on the hard count, we talked about it all game long. That's about the 3rd one so far tonight.
You know, if you're Ball, you got to be careful. You do the hand clap, which you can do. If you're moving at all, those shoulders really getting into that hard count, you could be called for a false start there.
Hasn't happened so far tonight.
He really gave it.
that's
some
there. Yeah, that's a good job by that quarterback, and something that you really have to learn as a quarterback.
3 wide receivers split to the left, ball at the 35.
And kudos to the offensive linemen and the Payson offensive players for not jumping off sides.
And in motion, near side, rolling to his right as Wall. Now has some room to run up just shy of the 40. Goes out of bounds. Stop the clock at 2:16. So ball spotted officially at the 39. 2nd and 6 for the Lions. With the clock stopped, offensive lineman will huddle up. 3 wide receivers are already split out to the left.
Just a reminder over on the YouTube side of things, if you see that clock there, not an official clock, we'll try to keep this close to the official clock as possible.
Wall in the pistol, brings a man in motion. Far side, back to pass, looking, has a man down the sideline, but he overthrew him. Good coverage. And now a late flag comes out again, this one in the secondary. Final bang. I don't know. I mean, it's a possible pass interference, but I didn't think that ball was catchable. And it is going to be a pass interference. So, a big call. A 15-yard penalty. And the Lions will have the ball inside Salem Hills territory. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Jordan, that's a penalty in high school. That's not a spot foul yet. It should become a spot foul, but they have not made it a spot foul yet. That's one that they need to change.
2 wide receivers to each side. Shotgun snap, Wall looking, rolling right, looking back to his left. Now he's going to run up the sideline, and he's forced out shy of the 40. Well, I thought that ball he threw on the pass interference call, it was well over the head of his intended receiver. I was a little surprised that they got the call.
Yeah, a lot of times that will end up being uncatchable. At this level, if it's really egregious, they'll still throw the flag. It makes it a little bit tough on the defenders.
2:02 to play here in the first half. 2nd and 6.
Now Payson mounting a pretty good drive. They need to get in the end zone before halftime.
Play clock under 10. Wall down. Changing something up at the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 1. Snap is high, brings it down, looking on his back foot, throws down the left sideline. Now it's a man. It is knocked out of bounds at the 6. That is David Fulmer on the reception. He lofted one up. Fulmer able to bring it in.
What a great pitch and catch. Now you're going to have it inside the 10-yard line, and your big back, your bruiser, can hopefully punch it in for you.
First and goal from the 6-yard line. In the backfield is Keel. In the pistol is Wall. 1:55 to play. Clock stopped. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball on the left hash. Payson trying to get on the board. Shotgun snap, dip to Keel up the middle. Grinding and taken down at the 1. And the clock rolls.
Yeah, I think if you're Payson, you are content in taking your time right here. Let this clock roll.
They hurry up, though.
I understand the idea of trying to...
And Salem Hills will take their final timeout of the half.
All right, that's a good timeout from Salem Hills. They were trying to go hurry up a little bit. I don't like the idea from Payson and going hurry up in that specific situation. Here's the reason why. You want to grind as much clock as you possibly can. You're right down there. Of course, you want to try and punch it in this next play. You want to catch them off guard. And the number one thing that matters is getting into the end zone. On the other hand, great timeout from Salem because you've got a dangerous kick returner. And in a minute and 30 seconds, you could really do some damage with your dangerous kick returner because Payson hasn't shown us that they can kick the ball into the end zone just yet.
Which goes to your point of Payson trying to, you want to milk that clock here.
Anything can happen, as we've seen in football so often, with just a little bit of time left on the clock.
So Salem Hills out of timeouts here. Payson has 1. Paul will be officially spotted at the 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal coming out of the timeout.
It's a pretty long timeout, this one.
What are your thoughts? I mean, we haven't seen Wall take the snap under center tonight. In short yardage situations, do you like to see the quarterback under center, or is it okay going pistol or shotgun there?
It's okay going pistol if you got a big lead blocker.
He will go pistol here. Keel in the backfield. Shotgun snap is high. Stacks it, brings it down. Get to Peel. He's near the goal line. Touchdown! Payson. And the Lions are on the board.
That is a big-time score for Payson. We talked about it. You have to finish drives, and you needed this one before halftime to get a little bit of momentum going for your squad. Now the point after try so important here as well.
17-6 PAT pending. It will be Logan Russell to try and kick it through. Snap down. Kick is up. It is good. So 17-7, and what a huge drive for Payson here with a minute 31 to play in the half.
And now you're going to have to do your best on the defensive side of the football to make sure that you keep Salem out of the end zone, even scoreless in this minute 31. They're going to come out slinging the football. You're going to have to be able to man up with them on the outside with those athletes and really shut them down. In this situation, when you're kicking off here, I would, we've seen the squib kick quite often tonight. I think you might be seeing another squib kick coming to try and just slow down the return.
Well, the last thing you want to do is kick it to Higginson, who's had a couple of great returns tonight. With no timeouts for Salem Hills here, as Payson prepares to kick it away. And beyond just making it a 10-point game, you get the crowd back into it.
Some Payson chants coming from the student section.
Kickoff is into the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's a great kickoff. That's exactly what you want to see.
So the Salem Hills offense, we'll see how aggressive they are here. Minute 31 to play here in the first half. They lead by 10. They will get the ball to start the second half.
Great opportunity for Salem Hills on the other side to be able to go put some more points on the board. And then, as you mentioned, they get the ball back to start the second half. So this is a big drive for both of these two teams.
Jedi Nelson in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to each side. Brings a man in motion. Far side, shotgun snap, looking to his left, has a man. Caught at the 22, will work his way up to the 28, where he's brought down. Clock running, minute 22 to play. They will hurry up, ball spotted. They get to the line quickly. Nelson takes the snap, looking to his left, quick throw. A little out, completed, and knocked out of bounds just shy of the 35. First down, though, and the clock stops for Salem Hills. Officially spotted at the 34, minute 06 to play in the half. No timeouts for the Skyhawks. So they'll huddle up as he got out of bounds. In high school, obviously, clock stops on first downs as well to move the chains. Two wide receivers split left and right. One man in the backfield, shotgun snap. Nelson looking to his right, throws out, and it's caught, but inbounds at about the 42. Clock continues to roll. We're under a minute. Salem Hills scurrying to the line of scrimmage. Second and short. 48 seconds to play. Shotgun snap. Nelson looking left. Has a man. Caught over at the 45. He's working his way, trying to get out of bounds. He can't do it, but he does have a first down. So the clock will stop as the chains move with 40 seconds to play. Ball spotted at the 45. Now the clock begins to roll. 36 seconds to play. Shotgun snap. Nelson looking left. Quick throw, and he overthrows. Man, nearly intercepted. I believe that was Seth Staley over there. Just couldn't quite bring it in.
Great job by Seth Staley in the backfield. You just got to get that extra hand up there and try and pull it in with both hands. Just bounced off. That's where the tip drill all week long comes into play, and just couldn't quite pull it down.
2nd and 10. Ball at their own 45. 29 seconds to play here in the first half. 17-7. Salem Hills leading Payson. Two wide receivers split right, two left. He brings a man in motion near side. Back to pass. Nelson, a little screen. Has his man at the 35, up to the 50, and he is wrestled down at midfield. And they're going to have to hurry. Clock rolling. 19 seconds, 18 seconds. We'll see if they try to snap it again. They will. Ball at the 50. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Nelson back to pass, looking long. Left sideline. Has a man, but he overthrew him. Boy, I think, can't quite see who that was. That was Wilson on the far sideline. He had his man beat. And Nelson just couldn't hit him. 6 seconds left, and this should be the final play of the half coming. So we'll see if what are we looking at here, Bryce? A hook and ladder, a little Hail Mary.
Yes, they're going to try something. Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe see a little double pass. You're right, hook and ladder.
Something spooky on Friday the 13th.
Maybe just get it as close down to that goal line as you can. If you're pacing, you want to knock it down, don't try and catch it.
Rolling to his right, Nelson looking deep, trying to buy some time, and he's just going to throw it away, but he threw it away. We'll see if they give him 1 second on the clock. It was close. That ball hit out of bounds with the clock shows 0, and there's a penalty flag on the play. So it's going to be a roughing the pass. No, intentional grounding, I beg your pardon, on Salem Hills.
All right, you don't see this often in high school football, and this actually will be interesting to see here if they do put a second back on the clock. But you don't see this often in high school football, the intentional grounding.
He was out
called. The tackle box is a little bit short, a little bit closer in, and that's why if you scamper out, and all you have to do is get the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and you're good. There doesn't have to be a wide receiver in the area. Now that's what the quarterback, Jedi Nelson, was trying to argue in that situation.
Was that he got it back to the line of scrimmage? It was close.
Yeah. So, but and it really doesn't matter in this situation
No,
because it looks like we're going to halftime. The PA announcer had said it's Payson football. I don't think that was 4th down, so that can't be correct.
Well, the officials are talking to Payson over on the sidelines. Salem Hills, meanwhile, is in the locker room.
They said, no, we're going to halftime.
So that'll do it for the first half. Salem Hills leads Payson 17-7. We'll come back, have our halftime report, go over some out-of-town scores. You are listening to the ESPN 960 High School Football Game of the Week.
That's the end. First half. Salem. Yes. 7.
And Niumatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the church at BYU with Kalani, and for me and my family.
To find out what was said next, download the Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal. And Niamatalolo, the head coach of the San Jose State Spartans. I want to go back to 2015, where it was widely reported that you were in the running to become the head coach at BYU.
I wasn't looking to go anywhere. I was happy. You know, I've been in this profession long enough that the grass wasn't always greener. But when the BYU opportunity came, it was different. Just being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was different. So I knew that I wanted to take a look at it. The people there were awesome. You know, but in the end, you know, it had to work out for both sides. You know, from their side and from my side. Ultimately, it did.
Trail Salem Hills 17-7 at the half. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Bountiful leading Bonneville 21-13. Woods Cross beating up on Clearfield. Woods Cross with a 28-0 lead over Clearfield. That's at Clearfield. Northridge with a slim 10-7 lead at Viewmont. Highland up in Salt Lake County with a 28-6 lead at Skyline. Meanwhile, Olympus with a 10-0 lead over Brighton. And West, who we saw last week with a 28-13 lead at Alta. Down here in Utah County, it's Orem taking on Wasatch. Orem with a 17-0 lead over Wasatch. Maple Mountain trailing Cedar Valley 17-14. And Timpview blowing out Springville 31-0. Salem Hills, obviously, right here in Region 8. It'll be Timpanogos taking care of Uinta 35-13. Timpanogos on the road this week. Spanish Fork with a 28-7 lead over at Mountain View. Crimson Cliffs and Desert Hills tied at 14. Snow Canyon leading Cedar City 14-7. And then down south, Hurricane leading Pineview 21-14. Up north, it's Park City. They've actually made the trek down to Murray. They lead the Spartans 28-14. Stansbury at Jordan tonight. They're blowing out the Beat Eaters 27-3 in Sandy. And at Cottonwood, it is Tooele taking it to Colts 24-7. Up north, it is Westfield beating Logan 20-8. Skyview with a 3-point lead, 17-14 over Mountain Crest. Ridgeline with a 18-7 lead over Green Canyon. In some non-region matchups, it is North Sevier with a 21-20 win over Rich. Canyon View with a 21-12 lead over Union. West Jordan with a 10-0 lead up at Layton. And Judge Memorial, they trail at San Juan 14-0. That's quite a trip for Judge. 56-0 Morgan beat Kearns, or is up on Kearns. That game's still live. And Milford and North Summit tied at 12. Riverton on the road down in Utah County at Pleasant Grove, they lead 7-0. Millard trailing Beaver 21-7. Duchesne with a 7-0 lead over Enterprise. Down South Taylorsville getting beat up at Davis 44-0. The Darts leading Taylorsville. South Summit with a 20-0 lead at Grand. Provo 28-0 over Juap. And then Manti with a 34-7 lead at Juan Diego over in Draper. Copper Hills with a 14-0 lead over Hunter. Summit Academy trailing 26-0 at Delta. Syracuse with a 6-0 lead over Bingham. And then Ben Lomond with a 7-6 lead over American Leadership. Farmington 7-3 over Mount Ridge. And that'll just about do it for your out-of-town scoreboard. One other of interest, Lehigh 10, Harriman nothing up there in Salt Lake County. And then American Fork taking on Liberty, Nevada. American Fork with a 7-6 lead. We will take another break. We're at the half here. Salem Hills leading Payson 17-7. We'll come back, talk a little more about this one, and then have the second half kickoff. I'm Jordan Bianucci, along Bryce Larson. You are listening to ESPN 960's Game of the Week. Holy cow.
You can make this one a little longer as well.
PostNet, we offer quality printing, packing, and shipping services. But we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by one of our Utah PostNet locations today. You'll be greeted with a friendly attitude, experienced professionals, and the very best service. When you need it done right, get into PostNet in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, and West Valley City, and let them design and print your next project, ship a package, and so much more. Find us at postnet.com.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect for your next construction or landscaping projects. Visit your local Intermountain Bobcat dealership and find equipment that can handle any job. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Right.
Small businesses, community advocates, and neighbors make up the fabric of our community. As a small business ourselves, PostNet gets to know our neighbors, and we work together to achieve success. We offer quality design, printing, packing, and shipping, but we pride ourselves most on the quality relationships we've forged along the way. At PostNet, we're on a first-name basis with our customers. Stop by PostNet today in Draper, North Salt Lake, Spanish Fork, or West Valley City to print your next project or ship a package. Find us at postnet.com.
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Listen to
Welcome back to Payson, where Salem Hills leads the Lions at the half 17-7. Jordan Bianucci alongside Bryce Larson. We went over a lot of high school scores that last break. A couple of college football scores to get to on a Friday night. It is, and I had it just pulled up here, maybe a little bit of a surprise. Kansas State taking care of Arizona right now, 28-7, 10:03 to play in the fourth quarter there. And then Bryce, UNLV upsetting Kansas on the road, 23-20. The Rebels get the win over the Jayhawks.
Yeah, that's a crazy score right there. We talk a lot about college football on 960 AM in the mornings, 8 to 10 a.m., Valley Sports Talk. You and I go back and forth, chop it up. So if you're in your morning drive, you can tune in to 960 AM right here and check us out every single morning. But we had talked about it earlier today on the program about these two games around the Big 12 Conference and that Kansas score. Well, I'm not surprised UNLV is as good as they are. I'm surprised that there's been struggles for Kansas on the offensive side of the football. Former offensive coordinator Jeff Grimes, everybody knows that he was at BYU. Everybody knows he was over at Baylor for quite some time. That's surprising that Kansas has struggled on the offensive side of the football. They lose 23-20, but I'm also not surprised that there's a good team in UNLV who, by the way, is on the outside of the Pac-12 looking in at the moment, and we could go down that rabbit hole if we wanted to, but man. And then on the other side, Kansas State taking care of Arizona. I honestly thought Arizona would be able to score more points. They have a high-powered offense.
Going back to that Kansas offense, 352 total yards tonight for the Jayhawks. 267 for UNLV, and UNLV still able to pull off the win there tonight. Kansas, 2 interceptions. So you look at that.
Yeah, so I'm sure Jalen Daniels a lot to take into question there. 352 yards of total offense. You know what that tells me, Jordan? You just can't punch the ball in. You get it down the field, and you can't punch the ball in. That's Jeff Grimes' problem. That's what he had the issue with at Baylor. A couple years ago, you go back to that game where Baylor took on BYU at LaVell Edwards Stadium. It was like a double overtime football game where Baylor would get down into the red zone and they couldn't punch it in. That's like a hallmark of a Jeff Grimes offense right there. And that's the situation you see with this Kansas team.
And a problem if you're an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, a big one.
Yeah. A reminder that the high school game of the week always presented by Intermountain Bobcat. From powerful compact tractors and loaders to personal excavators, Bobcat brings unmatched performance and reliability to get the job done. Visit your Intermountain Bobcat dealership today, located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake. Intermountain Bobcat, helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995. Don't forget to stick around after this one. We'll have our PostNet postgame show. Virtual mail at PostNet scans directly to your phone or computer and lets you decide to forward, recycle, shred, or pick it up at your local PostNet. PostNet at 826 Expressway Lane in Spanish Fork has virtual mail ready for you. Learn more at postnet.com. PostNet, dependable solution. So we will take one more break, come back with the second half kickoff right after this.
Is that all right, Olivia?
Yeah,
ESPN 960 just got better. You can now listen to ESPN 960 up and down the entire Wasatch Front on the 105.1 HD2 dial. Valley Sports Talk with Bryce Larson, Cougar Sports with Ben Criddle, Kalani Sitaki, and BYU football. Todd Phillips and Utah Valley basketball, even Major League Baseball and NBA hoops. All of your favorite shows and events are now available on HD Radio. Utah County Sports Station is now ESPN 960 and 105.1 HD2.
When you're watching your favorite football team, it really stinks when your star receiver is doubtful. But you know what stinks even more? When you are doubtful. There's nothing worse than a terribly timed injury. That's why defense drinks were scientifically formulated to reduce injury risk and speed up recovery for athletes. So while others are sidelined by injury, you'll be in the gym or on the court crushing it. At real life. Use the promo code ESPN960 now to get 20% off your next defense purchase.
Welcome back to Payson as we're getting ready to kick off the second half. Salem Hills leading the Lions 17-7. A reminder, pull up the YouTube stream of this game. And if you're having trouble with the audio, pull up the ESPN 960 app and you can sync that audio up to the stream on YouTube. Be able to watch the game there. Salem Hills to receive here in the second half with a 10-point lead. And we'll see if they try to keep it out of the hands of Higginson. The kickoff is a line drive, and the wind's going to put. That was a bad kick, and the wind didn't help. That's going to go out of bounds. So right away, excellent field position for Salem Hills with that kick. Boy, that flew out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, Jordan, the fans were jumping up and down. We had the music rolling. The student section was going before that kickoff. Payson kicks it out of bounds, and it is dead silent.
That's one way to bring down the booth. Instant penalty, kicking it out of bounds.
And as a head coach, you hate that. You have some momentum. You just scored coming into the half, and you're just raring, ready to roll. You got the fans behind you, and now the momentum's shot. But you can get it back with a couple of good plays on the defensive side of the football right here.
So here's Jedi Nelson in the Salem Hills offense, ball at the 35. Now he's going to start under center. 2 men in the backfield. A little play fake, rolling right, looking back across the middle, has a man, and he overthrew him. He had a man streaking across the middle. That was intended for Gus Johnson. And it's incomplete, 2nd and 10. So Salem Hills Payson got a little bit of a break there. It's a well-designed play.
By the way, Jordan, we're talking about Big 12 football. A couple of guys from these two schools playing some Big 12 football. Tyler Batty at BYU, a former Payson High School guy.
2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nelson. Give to the right side, working his way up to the 40 where he's knocked out of bounds. And a late hit coming in. A flag flies as Ledger Holmes was the man on the carry. And that's on the near sideline near us. It was hard to say whether he was out of bounds when that last hit came, but a flag did fly.
Yeah, that's just that discipline. Got to have better discipline. If you're Payson, hold up. Don't push guys late out of bounds.
I mean, that's a 15-yarder, and instead of it being a 3rd short, it's going to be a 1st down inside Payson territory. Ball placed at the 44. From the shotgun. Nelson, 3 wide receivers to his right, ball on the right hash. Brings a man in motion far side. Shotgun snap, give up the middle, working his way to the 40, and now cutting back and reaching to the 30, about the 38 on the far sideline. Was that Ledger Holmes again? It was. We've got about 6, maybe 7 on the carry. Ran for about 25 yards total on that.
That's where you need the pursuit to come in and help you on the defensive side of the football. He was stopped in the middle, was able to scamper back around and get out towards the sideline. You can't let that happen if you're on defense.
We'll call it a 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nelson. The give, and we got penalty flags. Play is blown dead. Will be a false start on Salem Hills. Back them up about exactly 5 yards.
That'll help you if you're Payson on the defensive side of the football. Gets Salem Hills a little bit off schedule.
As the wind really picks up here in Payson. Trips right. 2nd, about 7. Back to pass. Nelson a drive. He's going to take it up the middle himself. He has some room. Has some speed. 20. Down to the 15. Down at the 14. 1st down. Salem Hills. That's the first time we've seen Nelson really show the speed tonight.
Yeah, it looked like that was almost a designed play call. There was no intention to throw that football at all. Just step back, designed QB draw. A great play, once again, called up by Salem Hills, and a big-time gain for the Skyhawks.
Ball at the 14 in the red zone for Salem Hills. They lead 17-7. Shotgun snap, give up the middle. Higginson working his way toward the line of scrimmage, but nothing doing. Taking it down at the 15-yard line, maybe a loss of 1. So 2nd and 11. When you were a high school player, now you played defense, but was the crowd ever a factor as far as being able to hear the snap count? Because you can hear the drums going. The crowd's into it right now.
You know what? Being out on the edge, I really couldn't hear the snap count anyway.
It wasn't a problem.
Yes.
Back to pass. Nelson under pressure has a man underneath. Caught 5 down to the 3 and wrestled down just shy of the 2-yard line. That was, and now they're going to hurry up Salem Hills.
Peyton Higginson again.
And under center, maybe another QB sneak. It is Nelson near the goal line. Instead, we're going to have flags and possibly a false start. They tried that earlier to perfection. Bryce got a touchdown out of it, but it didn't work out there. And we're going to have a penalty on the defense, Payson.
Oh, that's interesting that they killed the play in that situation. Illegal substitution on the defense, so that would make sense. If you got 12 dudes on the field, they'll kill it.
So half the distance to the goal. And a first down for Salem Hills. Ball going to be spotted at, but should be about the 2.
Now, I could see the explanation from Payson saying, hey, if Salem Hills is going to substitute, you got to let us substitute and get our guys on the field. It did look like a guy came in from Payson's sideline. So therefore, from Salem Hills sideline. So therefore, Payson should have gotten the opportunity to substitute. I think that's the explanation Payson is trying to get from the officials at the moment.
No, they're not going to. It falls on deaf ears. Ball placed at the 1-yard line. Under center, Nielsen has it. Give up the middle. Did he make it? He did. Touchdown, Salem Hills.
37
And that was Tate Allred taking it into the end zone. It is 23-7. Salem Hills comes out first drive, puts it in. PAT pending. Order Dinkins to kick the extra point. It is up, it is good, and it is 24-7. Skyhawks here with 9:59 to play in the third quarter.
And that's exactly the drive you wanted. If you are Salem, that coaching staff, and a Skyhawk fan, you come right out of halftime and you drive it down the field. A couple of penalties that took you back, but you overcame those penalties. That's the most important part. You're able to punch it in with a couple of different plays down near the goal line. Puts you up 24-7. That's big time.
That is big time. Payson will now get the ball back, try to march down and try to stay in this game.
Yeah, last week we saw a game get out of hand just a little bit with Timpanogos and Tooele. And last week around Utah high school football, it really was just a full week of blowouts. I don't think there was really any competitive football games around the entire state.
Which, that was a bummer. We had good 2 or 3 weeks there of our game of the week. They were great games.
Yeah, back and forth. We've been, American Fork and Orem was a fantastic game. A couple of different ones we've been to.
Dinkins kicks it away into the end zone, and Payson will take it at the 20.
Let's see if Payson can get back to what they've done so well so far. They've hit a couple of long shots, a couple of deep shots down the sideline here and there, but really what they do well is tote the rock. Get their bell cow going in the backfield. Make sure you can stay ahead of schedule. Don't get into third and long situations. Stay ahead of schedule. Make sure that you're getting first downs and grinding some clock as you go. You want to be able to play yourself back into this football game. You got to make some plays and be able to score here.
Plenty of time, but that is one reason Payson didn't want to fall behind like this in this game. Did not want to have to score quickly. But just underway here in the second half, 24-7 Salem Hills. Payson ended the first half with a good sustained drive and then ended it with a touchdown. See what they can do here. Trevin Wall in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolling to his left, short side of the field. Now backpedaling, and he just throws it away. Nothing doing over there.
There you go. He's running for his life, trying to wheel it off to the left side of the field. And that's exactly why, hey, sticking to the ground game. You're not too far behind. You still have time to be able to run the football early in the third quarter. Got to get back to what you do so well.
3 receivers to his right, all centered. 1 receiver to his left in the pistol. A man behind him in the backfield. Back to pass, looking, rolling to his right now. Still looking. He's going to take it himself on the run, and he is going to be knocked out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. Or he runs out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain.
That's not bad. That'll put you in a position, an opportunity to pick up a first down.
Give him 6, make it a 3rd and 4 from the 26-yard line.
Yeah, about 3rd and medium. So not bad. Able to make something positive out of nothing good going on in that play.
So a huge 3rd down here with 9:46 to play in the 3rd quarter for Payson. Trying to keep the drive alive, trying to stay in this game. Brings a man in motion near side. Back to pass, looking over the middle and incomplete. Intended for David Fulmer, but there was some coverage there, but just threw a rocket and Fulmer couldn't bring it in. So Payson to punt it away. Higginson back to receive.
Once again, you want to try and get it away from him in the backfield. And it actually looks like number 13, Tate Bills, that's lining up to receive that punt.
Snap is good. The punt is away. A low kick. It's going to be caught at the 46, brought to the 50, 45, and on the far sideline, he'll be taken down at the 40.
That one didn't quite get back to Tate Bills.
They put that medium man back in between the line and then Bills.
Yeah, it looked like Benjamin Staley was that guy that was right in between.
So Salem Hills with the football, and again in Payson territory. See if they try to run some clock here and go on so they have the ball in Payson territory, a longer drive.
Well, if you punch this one in, you're cooking right here. If you could put this away.
24-7, Salem Hills leading here in the third quarter. Shotgun snap, give up the middle, room to run to the 30, down to the 25, and taken down at about the 22. Ball's on the ground, though, a fumble, and Payson had it. So that ball came out late, and the Lions recovered the turnover they were looking for.
Yeah, that's number 16, Blaine Christensen, the linebacker coming over, a senior, making a big-time play in a big-time spot. That might be the spark that kind of amps you up a little bit. We hear the crowd getting into it now. The band is starting to play. That could be what Payson needs to start pushing it down the field and try and get into the end zone. It could have been a game-changing play. Yet to be seen. That's exactly what you needed on the first play on a defensive snap, though.
So here we're talking about Salem Hills putting this game away. Now the Payson offense has to get it going. Ball at the 21. Shotgun snap to Wall. High snap. He brings it down. Handoff up the middle. Gaining about 4 or 5. Let's see who that was on the carry. It has to be David Keel. So ball at the 26. After Keel with a nice run on first down. 2nd and 6. Payson with a quick huddle. 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 2 wide receivers split to the right, 2 to the left. Ball in the right hash. He brings a man in motion. High snap again. Swing pass out of the receiver at the 25 to the 30. Takes a hit and brought down at the 33 as a flag comes in. That was Logan Russell on reception. But let's see what the flag is.
Yeah, this one came from the back judge. So I would not be surprised to maybe even see defensive holding in the defensive backfield because it came from way back there. Could have been on a different receiver. Oh, no, it's going to go against Payson.
Going to get him for a... And that hurts.
That flag flew in from across the field. I thought for sure it was something to do in the defensive backfield. You never know. A wide receiver could have got up on a defensive back and had a holding in that situation. And there you go again. Now Payson, those self-inflicted wounds. They've been dealing with it all night long. It's just something that with a young cast of guys, look, this Payson team lost a lot from a year ago. That team that almost made it to Rice Eccles last year in the 4A division, 4A classification. They lost a lot. So now they're working with a lot of young guys, and these guys are still learning how to execute and execute cleanly.
Ball at the 23-yard line. Trevin Wall in the pistol, takes the snap, another high snap, and we're going to have a stoppage again. And this time, Wall is signaling that it's on Salem Hills. As the wind is just gusting here.
I actually don't see any penalty flags on the field. Like there wasn't actually a flag that was thrown.
It's a great point.
So I'm wondering if this is a clock issue.
And the officials are going to chat about it.
Yeah. It feels like the wind, as it picks up, it also feels a little bit warmer, though. So does the wind feel a little bit warmer right now to you?
No,
like
not,
some warm
not at all.
gusts of wind.
Not at all.
All right. So here you go. They're still talking about it. They're still discussing what's going on. Meanwhile, Payson is broken their huddle. They're ready to rock and roll. I'm curious to see. Look, the clock was rolling, so I'm curious if they're going to try and reset the clock.
Well, the official's coming over to the near sideline. And now Jeff Higginson wants an explanation. They haven't moved the football, though.
No, they have not.
All right, so no explanation. And now we're ready to go. 2nd and 6. 8:17 to play. And I think it was a clock issue as they roll clock here, because the clock was, I want to say it was closer to 8 minutes. I could be wrong. Back to pass. Wall looking deep, has a man, but overthrew him. Good coverage on the play by Benjamin Saheli.
Yeah, that was a weird situation. There was, looked like the ref pointed to his mouth. Could it be a mouthpiece? Hey, someone didn't have their mouth guard in that situation. I don't know, because the ball was not moved. The clock seemed like it did not change.
So 3rd down now and 6. It's ball on the 22. And now we will have flags. Salem jumped into the neutral zone, and they're going to be caught for an offside penalty.
Oh, boy. Once again, great job by Trevin Wall at quarterback. He's got such a great hard count that he's able to use to get those defenders to jump off sides. He's been doing it all night long.
Yes, so very manageable third down. Ball in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his right. Clock at 8:03 in the third quarter, 24-7 Salem Hills. Well, back to pass. Has his receiver out to his right, but tackled just shy of the first down marker. Going to bring up a 4th and about 1. We'll see if Payson leaves the offense on the field.
I think in this situation, you've got to go for it. I know you're deep in your own end zone, and it looks like they're going to line change here. One team's out.
Ball at the 31, and yeah, it looks like they at least going to make it look like they're going to kick it away. Clock, 7.5 to play in the third quarter. I'm a little surprised they didn't send Wall out to one of those hard counts. A short punt. It's going to land at the 50 and then roll past Higginson. If it kicked him, it's a live ball. Both teams jumping for it, but Salem Hills recovers at the 37. It'll be Skyhawks ball.
Yeah, that could have been a dangerous play for Salem. They made contact with it. Payson could have jumped on that bad boy and had the ball back. That would have been 2 turnovers. Now, for Salem Hills, one thing you got to take into account here, you got to hold on to that football. Do everything you possibly can to hold on to the football.
Cool. With a long, sustained drive and a touchdown here, you can really make it tough on Payson.
And the wind is picking up even harder now.
Handoff to the left side, up to the 45, 50, taken down inside Payson territory. That is Tate Allred on the carry. Yeah, my spotting chart flies away in the wind. We may have a tough time finding out who's on the carry, who's on the tackle.
More laundry on the field.
And it's going to be a hold on Salem Hill, so back up 10 yards. Just been a bit of a sloppy game tonight. As you can hear that wind in our microphone, really picking up, as you mentioned, Bryce, kind of blowing across the field.
Right into our face. So as Salem works from left to right, as we call it, the wind is working from left to right against them.
First down, back to pass. Nelson will screen, caught at the 30, up to the 40, cut back 45, and wrestled down into Payson territory near the 47-yard line. That was again Tate Allred getting the reception, put him down at the 49 officially in Payson territory. So a huge play on first down. And are they going to move? Oh, excuse me, it gets them back within 2nd and 10 or so. First down, I beg your pardon. Shotgun snap, give up the middle. Is that Allred again? We believe it is. Another big run near the first down marker to about the 40.
There's a big-time collision coming in. Ty Marvin from the safety position laying some wood.
No kidding. They mark him just shy of the 39, and they may bring out the chains to measure it. No, they won't. They'll say first down and move the chains.
Clock stops briefly while they move the chains, but it'll start back up.
Salem Hills with a 17-point lead here halfway through the third quarter. Shotgun snap. Nelson, a give instead, more flags, and a false start on the Skyhawks.
Yeah, the motion man came across the formation, got ready to go, and took off. Was about 3 or 4 yards down the field by the time that one was snapped.
Well, if you could get away with it, Bryce, it's a heck of a play.
It looked almost like some Canadian football that we were playing out here for a minute, with that guy that can get a head start in the backfield and get going before the play starts in Canadian football.
I'll tell you what, no matter how this game ends up, both coaches tomorrow are going to have a heck of a time with the film.
Yes, and every time there's a penalty, the clock stops instead of rolls, so it's taking some time.
Now, fake give, quarterback keeper, Nelson up the middle to the 30, cuts back, 25-20, and is finally taken down shy of the 15-yard line.
Boy, that is the second time we've seen Nelson take off with it. That time, a read option made the perfect read. As the defender crashed in on the running back, went up the middle, Nelson pulls it and scampers down the hash line and is able to get all the way into the red zone. See if they can punch it in.
Ball spotted at the 17. And with that 17-point lead, Salem Hills taking their time. Play clock under 7. Getting lined up. Play clock at 4. Johnson with the play clock at 1 takes the snap. Little play fake, throw out to the left, caught inside or near the 5 and taken down, but a flag throw. Couldn't quite see who was on the reception there on the far side of the field, but it may be coming back anyway. That was Gus Johnson on the reception. Let's see what the flag is.
I think it's going to be holding on Salem Hills. Very well could be on the defense, too.
You got a 50-50 shot.
You're right. There could have been a face mask. The way they're talking about it, you just have no idea.
Got a hold on Salem Hills.
2 holds.
Right.
2 separate holding penalties. That's what took them so long to make that decision, that call.
So back them up 10 yards. Put the ball at the 26-yard line. And a 1st and 4. Is that a first down? 1st and forever for the Skyhawks. Shotgun snap. Nelson looking. Swings one out to the left side. Lofts one, I should say, out to the left side. Caught. Taken down inbounds. Just at about the 24-yard line. Clock continues to roll. That was Tragan Fusselman again on the reception. He's had a couple catches tonight. 2nd and 16 from the 24. Salem Hills 24, Payson 7, 4:20 to play here in the third quarter, clock rolling. 3 wide receivers to the right, ball on the left hash. 1 man in the backfield, brings a man in motion. Back to pass, Nelson, a little screen, has his man caught at the 15, or 25 times to the 20, now the 15, where he's knocked out of bounds. And it'll bring up a manageable 3rd down for Salem Hills. Gus Johnson was the man who made the grab.
Well, if Payson can get a little bit of a stop in this situation, you still have an opportunity with a full quarter left to play to maybe potentially put together a little bit of a miracle comeback.
You wonder if this is 2-down territory. The wind is gusting. It just can't. But that being said, if you're Salem Hills, can make it a 3-score game. Or excuse me, 20 points. It's already a 3-score game. Either way, 3rd down, a little screen pass out to the left, makes 1 man miss, cuts back inside. They don't have to worry about that decision. Touchdown, Skyhawks. That is all right into the end zone, and it is 30-7. Salem Hills opening it up here in Payson.
They went back to the bread and butter. Salem did just a nice little rollout. Toss it on over to the running back out of the backfield. He scampers, makes a couple guys miss, and gets into the end zone. It's really what they've been able to hit on all night long, and it's caused so many problems for this Payson defense.
Well, they're going to go. It looks like they're going for 2 here.
This is a curious situation. You got to think maybe there's a wind issue. They don't like the wind, but going for 2 up 30-7. I don't know if it's a great call.
Well, here's the shotgun snap. Back to pass, rolling right, flushed out, throwing back in the end zone, and dropped. Had a man wide open for the 2-point conversion. It was Brock Loveridge just in and out of the hand, so the 2-point conversion, no good. And I would assume with the 24-point, instead of wanting a 24-point lead, looking for that 25-point lead and a 4-score game is the only thing I can think of. But 23-point lead now for Salem Hills with the failed conversion.
So close yet so far on that catch.
Oh, man.
Right there. They had to jump up just a little bit, but anything, I'm a firm believer, anything that hits you in the hands, got to pull that in.
Yeah, I mean, he was wide open. So, Dinkins to kick it away. Pops it up. That's going to be fielded at the 1 and returned to the 20 and taken down at the 21. That was Spanheimer on the return. 3:43 to play in the third quarter. 30-7, Salem Hills.
Well, I've been a little surprised with the Payson play calling up to this point. I'd like to see him get it back on the ground. I know you're down 30-7, but really, I've been saying this all game long. What you're really good at, give it to your bell cow guy, run the football, and see what you can pick up.
Trevin Wall, I beg your pardon, in the pistol. 2 wide receivers split each side. Now brings a man in motion near side. The give is up the middle, and after a gain of maybe 4, taken down. That is, I believe, David Keel on the carry. Give him just 2. 2nd and 8 now. Ball just shy of the 30. Shotgun snap, Wall back to pass. Looking, now he's going to run, decides to pass again. Now he'll take off to the right side and step out of bounds after a gain of a couple. Bring up a manageable 3rd down. Stepped out of bounds, so the clock stops. We've seen Payson with really one long, sustained drive tonight, trying to claw their way back into this game. 3rd and 5. Ball at the 25. Shotgun snap, Wall back to pass, under pressure, throws across the middle, has his man caught taken down. Now the ball comes loose at the end of the play, but they're going to say he's down. That is Asher Geldmacher on the reception. A good gain for Payson. A first down, ball placed at the 43.
Yeah, that's an interesting play. Ball came out late, but he was on the ground. They're going to say that he was down by contact first before the fumble occurred.
Chain moves, clock winds, shotgun snap, handoff up the middle, breaking it outside and taken down, tripped up at the 46. That was David Keel again. So it ends up for a gain of just about 3. 3 down lineman for Salem Hill. Shotgun snap. Another good hard down for Wall. Now changing the play up at the line of scrimmage. Play clock under 10. Shotgun snap, back to pass. Looking, has plenty of time. Little screen to kill. He receives it at the 42. Now gains it maybe 1 or 2, and a late flag comes in.
Yeah, that official right on top of the tackle. This one's either going to be one of two things, a face mask or targeting. A couple other things that it could be. Just in case I'm wrong here, got to cover all the bases.
They're chatting about it. It is a face mask.
There we go.
That's a 15-yarder.
It was right on top of it, threw it right when the tackle occurred, so there's only a couple things that could have been.
So Payson into Salem Hills territory, ball at the 38. Payson trying to stay in this game, trailing 30-7, 1:58 to play in the third quarter. Clock rolls. In the pistol. Wall now brings Kill to his right. Shotgun snap, he rolls to his right. Under pressure, throws it back to Kill. Caught at the 40 to the 35, and taken down just shy of the 30 inbound.
This is what's happening here, Jordan. Salem's showing pressure on the last couple of plays right up the middle, and they're getting that pressure. So what Payson is doing to counteract all of the pressure coming right up the middle, they're throwing a couple of screen passes of their own. They're calling that screen play over and over again. They let those defenders get super far into the backfield, and they just dump it off to the running back for a gain.
Second down and about 4. Shotgun snap, Wall, back to pass. Looking down the left sideline, it is incomplete. Good coverage on number 9, David Fulmer. So third and 2.
It's definitely 2-down territory in this situation across the 50-yard line, getting closer to your red zone.
Payson needs a touchdown on this drive. Trailing by 23 as we approach the fourth quarter. Wall takes the shotgun snap. The give to Kill up the middle. Nothing doing. Taken down at the 30. Maybe give him the 29. And short of the first down. So that's going to bring up a fourth down and about 1.
Payson's going with the no huddle.
They hurry to the line. Another shotgun snap coming to Wall. Now looks over to the sideline. So plenty of time on the play clock. Comes to the line. Changes things up. Huge play in this game, obviously. Press coverage on those receivers. Salem Hills, here's the snap. The give to Kill. He's got the first down and more. Makes a man miss and taken down inside the 15-yard line.
And that gets this crowd fired up.
And the clock will stop with 11 seconds to play in the third quarter. Payson hurries up to the line of scrimmage. Wall takes the snap. Another fake to Kill. He'll take it himself at the 10. Ooh, and take a big hit at the 9, but a flag comes in. And it's going to be on, I believe, Payson, but let's see what the call is. It'll be the end of the quarter. And we're going to have a call on Salem Hills. So that should be the end of the quarter, though. We will flip sides and take a break. It is Salem Hills 30, Payson 7 at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back. You're listening to the Game of the Week on ESPN. Well, before we send it to break, they have not signaled end of the quarter quite yet. And
now we got it.
Now they do. So we'll take a break. Salem Hills leading Payson 30-7.
Are you looking for equipment that works as hard as you do? Look no further than Intermountain Bobcat. Located in Orem, Ogden, and Salt Lake, we offer a wide range of Bobcat equipment. From compact tractors and mowers to loaders and excavators, we have what you need to get the job done right. Whether you're looking to buy or rent, the strength, toughness, and reliability of Bobcat equipment is perfect.
Welcome back. Salem Hills leading Payson 30-7 as we begin quarter number 4. Payson, though, trying to put the ball in the end zone. They're inside the 5 here as we begin quarter number 5. Just a reminder, fans, stick around after the game for our post-game show. We will name our defense strings, defensive player of the game. And right now, Bryce, Payson just trying to stay in this game.
Yes, they are. There was a little bit of confusion and a little bit of back and forth, even a hot mic. See, broadcasters aren't the only ones that have issues with hot mics, Jordan.
Right.
We had a little bit of the white cap, that microphone we haven't heard all night long, popped on in between that commercial break. That was interesting. Him and head coach Higginson going after it a little bit on the sideline over the loudspeakers.
Right. Give everybody a show.
They should have a little bit more of that in all sports. You want to hear what the conversations
Absolutely
happening on the sidelines.
Ball at the 4. First and goal for Payson. Shotgun snap. Give to Kill. Up the middle. Stops shy after maybe a gain of 1. Maybe. I think they're going to give him the line of scrimmage. So second and goal coming up as we begin quarter number 4. I'll tell you what you can't do is you can't start shout by the Isley brothers and then just cut it off like that. These kids, they were ready to go.
They were ready for it. But hey, play started. Got to cut it.
Got to go. Second and goal. In the pistol, one back in front of him. In front of Wall in the formation. High snap, give to Kill. Noah, fake, throw, end zone, touchdown! Payson! That is Blaine Christensen on the reception. And Payson hasn't gone away just yet. Beautiful play fake there. And here comes the PAT to be attempted by Logan Russell.
That's exactly why you want to set up the run throughout that entire possession, which is exactly what they did. Then you can go with the play fake. The beautiful thing about the pistol formation, and I'll get more into this here in a second, the beautiful thing about it is that you can run from either side, and it allows you to run play action a lot easier.
Russell's PAT is up and good. So it is 30-14. Salem Hills 11-14 to play in the game.
And the other beautiful thing about it is that in the pistol, you could go either way. You could go to the left, you could go to the right. When you're running in the shotgun, yeah, you could go to the other way, but it's more of a counter play when you're running to the same side that the running back is on, next to the quarterback. When he's behind you, further in the backfield, you can turn to the right, you can turn to the left, you can run either way. Sets up that play action a lot better. And that's exactly what we saw down here near the goal line with Payson. Went with the play action, had the fullback in front, who just kind of flared out, dropped it right to him, scored the touchdown. Nobody was there to even make the tackle.
So now Payson, they get the drive they were looking for. They need a defensive stop. They will kick it away from the 40. Russell boots it. And it's a short kick. It's going to be fielded at the 4-yard line. Brought out to the 15, 20, far side. Cut up past the 25 and taken down at, we'll call it the 27. See where they officially mark it. Or spot it. Callan Flowers on the return for Salem Hills. So the ball placed at the 27. Shotgun snap coming to Jedi Nelson. Salem Hills looking for a long, sustained drive to put the game away here. Little quarterback draw, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this is definitely a drive where you want to just take your time. You've got a lot of time on that play clock every single down. You got to make sure you use up every single second of it. Slow it way down. Keep the ball on the ground. That way you don't have an incompletion that stops the clock. unless you're in a third and long situation, which we might end up seeing here. I wouldn't be surprised to see the screenplay come out again. They've ran it all night long.
He lost a yard, so 2nd and 11. Play clock under 10, 10 and a half to play. Give up the middle, and again stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it brings up a 3rd and long.
All right, now you're going to see potentially a passing play. Going to have to, once again, in a 3rd and long situation, look out for that potential screenplay to the running back out of the backfield.
Payson needs to get that ball back. They trail 30-14. We are under 10 minutes to play. Third and 15. Nelson back to pass. Looking, throw out to the right, caught, but well short of the first down. Doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage. And Salem Hills is going to have to punt it away. So a 3-and-out forced by Payson, a huge 3-and-out.
Yeah, big time stop. The only problem, the clock continues to roll. You're at 9:20 just about as it rolls. Got to have a big time return and be able to punch it in quickly. And you're going to have an opportunity here to make it a close game.
Porter Dinkins, the kicker, to punt it away. Fulmer back to receive. Low snap. Gets the kick away. It's a line drive. Going to hit down at the 45 and roll to the 35, where it'll be picked up and finally downed at the 33-yard line. So that's where the Payson offense will take over. And do you go no huddle here? You got to start moving because you do need 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, you do. You do have to speed it up just a little bit more. Maybe you do go no huddle because it is a check with me offense, which means when he goes to get that hard count clap, he tries to draw the offense off. He'll then turn to the sideline and look for the call. You can speed that up a little bit more. Maybe don't go with the hard count. Maybe just hurry up, get the call in, and just start going.
Trevin Wall back out there in the pistol. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Keel in the backfield. Gives that clap, takes the high snap, throw out to the right side. Fulmer with the reception, and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. And he's inbounds. Clock continues to roll. We're under 9 minutes to play. 16-point lead for the Skyhawks.
We'll see what kind of tempo Payson's going to go with. So far, it's been a little bit slower.
Yeah, I mean, they're huddling up, and there's a 2nd and 10. Now they get to the line. Play clock at 21. More importantly, game clock at 8:27. 3 down linemen for Salem. Fulmer comes in motion. Now a play fake, throw it out to Fulmer on the left side. Tries to make a man miss, and again gets stopped, maybe after a gain of 1.
Right.
It's going to put you in a 3rd and long situation. Clock continues to tick down. Going to get close to under 8 minutes before they snap it.
It's 3rd and 9. Trips right, ball on the left hash. From the pistol, Keel in the backfield. Here's the snap coming to Trevin Wall. Back to pass. Has time. Looks over the middle. Has Fulmer caught at the 45, up to the 50. They're going to spot it at the 49. 1st and 10. 7:38. Or 7:39 correction to play in the game. Clock stops while the chains move.
That's a great reception by Fulmer across the middle. Good job getting open and gaining separation from those defensive backs for the 1st down.
2 wide receivers split to each side. Keel in the backfield. As Wall gives the clap, now checks the sideline. That clock rolling after they spot the ball. 7:14. Boy, Payson taking a lot of time here. 5 seconds on the play clock. 4 seconds. 3. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Rolling right. Has time. Throws for Fulmer. And he's hit hard and high on a ball that was going to be incomplete. Coming in with the high, it was Blake Kilpatrick. And I think they're going to get him for targeting, Bryce.
Yeah, I don't know, Jordan, as a defensive guy, I'm not sure about this one. It's a cover 2. You've got your safety coming over across the top. He was trying to fit it in that gap in a cover 2 where the cornerback sits underneath the wide receiver. The safety comes over the top of the wide receiver, and he kind of got sandwiched in between the 2. Now, was there helmet-to-helmet contact? I don't know. It's tough to tell from this spot. It looked like it was into his chest as he pushed him out of bounds. It's really tough when you're a safety coming over to make that play. Looked good for me. A defensive guy up here, they got him for the targeting.
And if you're Kilpatrick, he didn't lower the head. That's the problem. You're coming in and you're straight up and you just run into each other.
Yes.
So ball spotted at the 40. Payson in Salem Hills territory. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. Give to Keel. Inside, just inside the, I should say, to the 34 maybe. Said ball spotted at the 40. Ball spotted at the 36, I beg your pardon. So maybe a gain of 1 there. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. 6:38 to play in the game, though. It's a 2-score game. Payson has to hustle. 2 wide receivers split to each side. Shotgun snap. A play fake to Keel, rolling left. The throw out, caught. 1st down at the 20. Knocked out of bounds inside the red zone. On the reception, that was Logan Russell.
Now that is a beautifully designed play. He goes with the fake pitch and then turns around and fakes the handoff in the play action, keeps the ball, and meanwhile rolls out to the other side of the field, throws it for the first down. That's a great play design.
Clock stopped, ball inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. The Lions
are going to get man coverage, press on the outside, so might take a shot down here at the bottom of your screen.
3 wide receivers to the right. Shotgun snap, back to pass, looking right now, flush to his left, Wall throws, end zone, it is knocked away. An incomplete pass.
But we've got some flickering lights.
I'm going, what did we miss? The crowd went wild. They started flickering the lights, touchdown style. It was
I'll tell you what. If anything that was missed there, it might have been pass interference.
Yeah, they have gotten there a little early. 2nd down and 10, 6:07 to play in the game. A 16-point lead for Salem Hills. Payson with the ball. Wall back to pass. Looking end zone. Right side has a man. Touchdown! Salem Hills! Or excuse me, Payson. Seth Staley made the reception. Coming back to it. And we have ourselves a ball game with 5:59 to play.
And Jordan, that's the play I warned you about. One-on-one coverage. Salem brought that press man, and it's really tough against a taller opponent in a wide receiver that can go up and get a 50-50 ball. The safety was playing all the way on the far hash, the left hash. He had to come all the way across to give the help over the top. He was way late on the coverage. It ends up in a Payson touchdown and a 20-30 ball game.
And now they will try to make it a 1-score game, 30-20. The 2-point conversion or 2-point try coming here. 2 wide receivers split to each side. The snap to Wall. The give to Kill. And the ball comes out of the end, fumbled, and the conversion fails, and it remains a 2-score game.
That one's going to hurt.
5:59 left in the game, and if Salem Hills can put together a drive, this one will be over.
You got to think that's your best chance if you are Payson. Just the exchange, the quarterback, running back exchange, the mesh on that one couldn't quite get it to work.
You like the call on the 2-point conversion?
I like the call. That's your best player in the backfield. He's your bell cow guy getting the football all game long, and it's just one snap and one play that goes awry. A little bit of a high snap. They've had that problem. It delays, and it kind of gets the timing off between the quarterback and running back, and I think that was more of the issue. Might see an onside kick in this situation.
Well, looks like we're going to. Russell kicking away at the 40. Looks like he's going to try an onside kick it near side. Let's see. Here he comes. He pounds it into the turf onside, and it is caught and received securely by Salem Hills. That's Gordon Wilson, and they will get the ball at the 50, trying to put this one away with under 6 minutes to play in the ballgame. But you go back to that high snap you mentioned has been an issue all night long for Payson.
Yeah, just coming back to haunt them in a time of need when they needed it the most down at the goal line with the 2-point conversion on the line. Caused the fumble, and the mesh between the quarterback and the running back just wasn't there on the play.
Here comes Jedi Nelson and the Salem Hills offense. Payson does have all 3 timeouts. Shotgun snap coming. Nelson takes it, gives up the middle, back to Higginson. He has a lot of room to the 30, inside the 20, cuts back to the outside, 10, and taken down at the 6-yard line.
A big-time dasher against this Payson defense. That's exactly what you wanted to see if you are Salem. They're going to reset these chains. The clock's going to continue to roll, and I'd be surprised if they don't take their time here.
They should. 5:42 to play. Salem Hills huddles up. A touchdown here would be the dagger. Ball placed at the 6, 1st and goal. They break the huddle with 10-11 on the play call. Shotgun snap coming. They bring a man in motion, and flags fly.
It delay game.
So they tried to take their time, and they took too much time. Salem Hills trying to move to 3-2 on the year, 1-1 in Region 8 play. The Lions at risk of falling to 1-4 and 0-2 in region play. Ball backed up to the 11.
I think Spanish Fork and Timpanogos are going to be the 2 teams to watch out for in this region. Salem Hills could play spoiler.
Shotgun snap. It's a quarterback run to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. And he's slow to get up.
Yeah, you hope he's okay. That's not a sight you want to see.
That's not. You now want to see your quarterback taking a shot like that at this point in the game. So Jedi Nelson will remain in the game, says he's okay, but 5:07 to play. Second and goal from the 1. Under center, Nelson takes the snap. To give up the middle, Higginson dives forward. Touchdown, Salem Hills. And that should do it. With 5:02 to play, they take a 36-20 lead. The point after pending.
It was a hard-fought game, back and forth. And, yeah, that one going to be a little bit of a dagger. It's going to be tough for Payson to mount anything and come back here tonight. But back and forth, man, this Salem Hills offense ended up putting up quite a few points. It was a slow start, but in the second half, they came out and really put it on them.
Dinkins with a line drive through the uprights. It is 37-20 Skyhawks with 5:02 to play. And we'll remind you to stick around after for our post-game show. We'll give out our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game. Reminder, with Defense Drinks, a collagen-based formula, no added sugars, high electrolyte content, and no caffeine. Get 20% off your order using code ESPN960 at DefenseDrinks.com. Also, another reminder, yes, every Friday night, these games brought to you by Intermountain Bobcat. We appreciate their sponsorship. Intermountain Bobcat helping homeowners and contractors conquer their projects since 1995.
And a little bit of a Region 8 score update for you. Spanish Fork currently up 42-7 on Mountain View. Timpanogos up 49-21 on the road at Uinta. So those, like I said, those two schools, seems like those two teams are going to be the front runners in this region. Salem Hills could be a team that plays a little bit of spoiler to that, although they did lose to Provo.
They kick it off. It's going to be fielded at the 5. Brought out to the 10. 15, 20 near side. Going to cut it back up at the 30 as a flag flies and knocked head over heels around the 42-yard line. See what the flag is, though. It's back behind him, possibly a hold. And while we wait to hear about that, we'll be back at it next week. We're not sure where we'll be at the moment, but do we have an announcement to make on air?
Yes, we do. It's officially official. We will be back at Timpanogos High School next Friday night as they take on Provo at home.
That's going to be a good one.
So more Region 8 play. Payson Salem fans, if you want to check in on Timpanogos and Provo, see what's going on, flip on ESPN 960 next weekend for your next high school game of the week.
Right now, they're just talking about the penalty flag on the field. 4:53 to play in this one. Salem Hills with a 37-20 lead over Payson.
Yeah, Andrew Hillstead of Timpanogos, their quarterback. Really interesting kid. Thrown for over 1,600 yards so far this season, like 16 touchdowns as well. He's going to get close to the 2007 record that was set at Timpanogos High School by who other than Christian Stewart, former BYU quarterback, there at Timpanogos High. So he's going to get close to both the passing yards and passing touchdowns record for Timpanogos High.
Go. The penalty, I'm not sure what it was. It is on Payson, though. Really, the officials, this is one of several meetings they've had tonight trying to straighten things out.
Yeah, they've taken their time and gone back and forth quite often. Of course, the penalty, multiple penalties, I believe. They're marking it off. Coming on the return in that situation. Took them some time to figure it out.
So the ball, that's going to back Payson way back inside their own. Never mind. That doesn't say back inside their 15. Now they're bringing it back out.
You know, there might have been two penalties, both on one on Payson, one on Salem. So they marked off the one against Payson, then they came back and marked off the one against Salem.
Ball at we'll call it the 22. 4:53 to play. Shotgun snap coming to Wall. Takes it. Back to pass. Looking. Good protection. Now scrambles to his left under pressure. Will go back to his right. He's going to be thrown down at the 10-yard line. That was Ethan Hopkins, I believe, on the sack.
Great job getting in the backfield, getting some penetration, finishing off the play on the sack. That's going to put Payson in a bad spot.
Second and a long, long ways. Ball back to pass. Now throws across the middle. Caught and dropped. Incomplete pass is Salem Hills making a case that it was a fumble, but incomplete, going to bring up a 3rd and forever.
Yeah, got to be able to secure that ball and make a turn upfield, what they call a football play these days, Jordan. You tell me what that means. And just couldn't quite hold on to it. He was too focused on making the play afterwards and just dropped it.
Play clock under 15, 4:06 to play in the game.
And the reason I say that is because it's so subjective that, you know, a football play to me is different from a football play to you and the refs as well.
The shotgun snap back to pass. Wall looking, now scrambling to his right, now backpedaling near the goal line, now throws it up for grabs in the middle of the field. It's caught! Oh my goodness. On the reception, Seth Staley went up and got it in a crowd of Skyhawks. A 30-yard pass. I don't know how he caught that.
That was just a prayer that was thrown to the middle of the field. There were 6 Skyhawks around him. He's the one guy in a green jersey, and he pulls it down from the sky. Impressive catch. Clock ticks under 3:30.
I was absolutely in the playbook, just like Brian Wall. True enough. So shotgun snap coming here. A handoff up the middle. Kill will be taken down after maybe a gain of 1. And the clock continues to run. And just as I said that, that's enough for a first down, so we'll stop momentarily at 3:07.
Yeah, I thought they got stopped short a little bit there as well, but they ended up giving him the first.
1st and 10. Ball out past the 30. They bring a man in motion. Ball back to pass, rolling right. Buying some time now. He'll run and be forced out of bounds at about the 36. Stop the clock.
Well, if you're Brian Wall, what you really want to see from your team in this drive is just put something together, because you haven't really been able to all game long. Sustainable drive, maybe punch it in at the end of this football game. Won't make a difference in the end, but it does give you a little bit of momentum heading into your game next week.
They'll look to get that first region win next week. Will Payson. Wall back to pass. Completes a pass off to his left near the first down. Ball comes out at the end of the play. They're going to say he was down, though. It is shy of the first down. And the clock runs. We're at 2.5 to play in the game. A 3rd and 1 coming up.
Oh, now they're going to give him the first down. That's happened multiple times here. And the clock continues to roll.
Take your time, boys. Just take your time.
Clock operator says, we're trying to get out of here. We'll roll it. Let it roll.
2:13 to play. Back to pass. Wall looking over the middle. Has Fulmer up inside Salem Hills territory all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Fulmer's been really good at those post routes across the middle, been able to find a soft spot in the zone. That's the second time they found him across the middle. It's impressive what he can do there.
Shotgun snap the wall, back to pass, under pressure, a little screen, this time caught, tipped and caught by Seth Staley near the 26-yard line where he's taken down.
You want to talk about targeting? That one might have been targeting, flying in, helmet-to-helmet contact. No penalty flags fly in that situation, but it's tough when you have a moving target on the defensive side.
1:37 to go. Shotgun snap Wall, good protection, rolling right, completes the pass. Just shy of the 10-yard line. That is Asher Delmacher. Salem Hills trying to keep everything in front of him here. Stick around for our post-game show. We'll name our Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game. Get ready for next week. At Tippodogus. Minute 28 to play. Ball at the 20. Shotgun snap. Wall rolling to his left. Looking end zone. Throws and is incomplete. He wanted Fulmer near the 4. Couldn't connect. Clock stops with 1:22 to play. We have a few. Yeah, we'll have to really think about who the Defense Drinks Defensive Player of the Game will be tonight.
A couple of different guys making some plays on the defensive side of the football. It'll be a tough decision here.
Yes. Shotgun snap the Wall. He will step up and run it himself to the 10, down to the 6 where he's thrown out of bounds.
All right, here's a little bit of a sustained drive that you can look back on if you're Payson and say, hey, what did we do well here? Well, there's a couple of lucky plays here and there, but for the most part, the post across the middle to Fulmer, that was a fantastic play. There's a couple things you can go back to the drawing board and build off of.
3 wide receivers split to the left here on a 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, Wall looking, has a man near the end zone, tipped and incomplete. He nearly brought it in with one hand. That was Delmacher again. And it brings up a 4th and 1 with 1:09 to play.
It was a great defensive play by Salem Hills. Benjamin Staley might be in the run in there for a little bit of defensive player of the game. He's been all over the field, made quite a few tackles.
He's had a good night. So Salem Hills, here's the 4th and 1. 3 receivers stacked to the left. Handoff up the middle and working his way into the end zone. His heel, touchdown, Payson. It is 37-26, the point as for Pendant. So a nice drive there by Payson. Obviously a little too late, but as you said, something positive to take into next week.
Yeah, definitely. You can go back to the drawing board. You can watch the film from the week. You can say, hey, look, this is what worked out. This is what went well. This is what we can build off of. And there's a lot of good in that, especially coming from the quarterback position. A couple of throws that were put right on the money where they needed to be.
PAT is up and good. We do have whistles, though. See if it stands. With 1:04 to play. Uh-oh. We've lost power at the scoreboard. The officials chatting. The extra point is good, they say. Personal foul signaled on. Looks like he signaled a personal foul on Salem Hills after he initially had said that the point after is good. So not sure what the personal foul was, but they will assess it on the kickoff. So a 10-point game, 37-27. I'm glad we have the scoreboard up on our YouTube stream because the scoreboard here, they
A little hard reset there.
That's exactly what it was.
See if they can get the score right. 37-27. There you go.
Now the officials, I don't know what the delay is right now. Minute 6 to play in the game. Payson will kick it off from the Salem Hills 45, the second kick tonight in the receiving team's own territory.
Well, this could make it interesting. Imagine if this was a little bit closer of a football game and this was the case.
Things get a little weird. It is Friday the 13th. You never know.
Have you gone and seen Beetlejuice yet?
I have not seen Beetlejuice yet.
I have to put that one on the bucket list. Tonight would be a good night to go see Beetlejuice.
That's right. Where are Utah Valley University baseball producers? They've probably seen it. They'd be talking about it in our ears.
Big movie, guys.
That's right. Onside kick. Looks like it's secured by Salem Hills, and that should do it. They'll take a knee and get the win. Salem Hills will improve to 3-2, 1-1 in Region 8 play. Payson will fall, I mentioned earlier, 1-4, 0-2 now in Region 8 play.
It'll be fun to see how Region 8 turns out the rest of the way. We mentioned a couple of favorites, Timpanogos and Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork playing some really good football. Mountain View right now not playing too great against Spanish Fork, but you will see Salem Hills be right there. Provo is another team got to keep our eye out on. They were just barely taking it to Juab tonight. Obviously, that's a non-region matchup.
A snap and a give up the middle. Taken down shy of the 40. Was Higginson. And Payson takes a timeout with 1:02 left.
All right, Payson's got 2 more timeouts left, so they're going to make Salem get a first down in this situation.
They could definitely see why you do that in a one-score game, but it is 37-27. It would take a lot for the Lions to come back in this one.
Seen some crazy things happen in football, but never
this
10-point comeback with under a minute left. You never know. It's high school football, though. Crazy things happen. Crazy things happen. Like, a couple years ago, they had a little playoff game between Spanish Fork, Maple Mountain, and Wasatch, where one team played both halves against 2 different teams.
So you talked about that on Valley Sports Talk every weekday, 8 to 10. But you told that story. I've never heard of that. That is the craziest thing as a tiebreaker. 3 teams played one game. It's a great answer to a trivia question. And we're going to have another official stop the game. Why not, though?
Yeah, we had an offensive lineman run on. Might not have the correct equipment. So they made him go right back off the field.
Here's the snap. Now they'll come up under center. Nelson working that play clock under 5, and now another stoppage, and Salem Hills will take a timeout.
The play clock was running down. They didn't want to take the delay of game penalty, and so they decided to take the timeout in that situation. Didn't like what they saw, Jordan.
You're up 10 with 1:02. What exactly didn't you like?